Hello everyone, welcome to version 2.0 of whatever this channel is, was, could have been, should have been, what have you. Yesterday's video was supposed to be this, not momentous occasion, but an occasion where I celebrated a year of starting the experiment. And unfortunately, I uploaded that video far too late in the evening. My internet took way too long, and the video itself didn't post until early this morning. So I kind of missed that anniversary, but I tried. I did, however, say in that video that I would be back today to make another video and, try and get into whatever the new flow of this is going to be. So here we are. I wanted to talk about what actually was accomplished this year. I don't want to really focus on the negative. I've focused on those entirely too much. I want to focus on some of the positives, some of the goals that I set that I met, and that is what the purpose of this video is. So one of the goals I had set for myself was to read or listen to or consume at least 52 books this year. I far surpassed that, counting graphic novels and trades from like comics and things of that nature. I probably read 110, 115, so more than double what I had tried to do. If I don't count, graphic novels and things like that, it's still about 80, and that's a big thing for me. When I was younger, I was a voracious reader. I read as often as I could, as much as I could, and I kind of grew out of that a bit. The older I got, I still have a profound love of reading. I just didn't put aside enough time for it, or as much time for it as I had when I was younger. And this year I wanted to change that, and I've gone through so many different books, so many genres of books. I've done Westerns, I've done sci-fi, fantasy, horror. I've done some nonfiction, just all kinds of things. And I feel enriched because of it in a way. And I'm hoping to continue that streak into the next year. I don't know if I'll be as voracious in my consumption, but I'm going to try and hope to keep visiting worlds that I wish I could be in. Another goal I had set for myself was to try and be more creative, to be involved in more creative projects. The channel itself was a big part of that. I think I definitely, when I was doing it, was being creative in one way or another, even if it was just, making sure that I put something out every day. But on top of that, I was involved in a few projects this year, two in particular. One was this past summer, and it was actually my first paid acting gig as an adult. It was not anything major. I didn't have a super big part. I didn't make a bunch of money, but it was a paid acting job. And that project, I can't really talk about it, but if what they hope happens with that project happens, it's quite possible that I will have more opportunities, some bigger opportunities to continue acting in that role. And I really do hope that that happens. It was a wonderful project. Everyone involved was super great. And I really, really hope that it works out, because it was just a very good project. The second one, actually, I just finished up this past weekend. I was asked to do a mockumentary with some people in town, and I was more than happy to do that. I'd never worked with these individuals before. I didn't really know them before this, but I'd like to think that moving forward, I might work with them again. I hope to work with them again, whether it be on any projects they may have, or, they offer to help me with any projects I have in mind. I do have something that I would like to get filmed, but I just don't even know where to begin to arrange it. So I'm going to make that a goal for this year. This coming year is to make that project a reality. And it's a simple thing, it's a short thing, but it means a lot to me. And I really do hope that I can get that ball rolling. I had set the goal of improving my health. I did that. Quite astonishingly, I succeeded in that goal far quicker than I thought I would. But then, much like everything else, when life got hard, I kind of let that fall by the wayside, and I unfortunately have gained back not all of the weight, not even the majority of the weight, but I have gained back some of the weight that I had lost. That's disappointing. I felt proud of myself and okay with who I was physically for the first time in a long time. And then my mental health kind of got in the way. And then, as I've talked about before, it's kind of this cycle where I'm depressed because I look that way, but then because I'm depressed, I don't take any steps to better myself or change the circumstance, which is unfortunate. I'm trying to think. I've gone through a couple jobs. I started as an autism therapist when I started last year. I was with that job until my mental health crisis. Left that job, started a new job with a company that was, in all honesty, the best job I've ever had when it was working. That was a job that involved me traveling around the country with puppies, delivering them to new owners. Made really good money, had a good time, got to travel, which is like a big thing for me. When my dog passed, that fell by the wayside due to me not handling things super well, unfortunately. So I left that job, and then I took a job in a hospital where I was essentially sitting with patients that were either suicidal or elderly patients that would try and rip out tubes and IVs and stitches because they didn't understand what was going on. That was a terrible job for somebody with my temperament and my own emotional issues. It wore on me quite a bit. It was terrible hours, terrible circumstances, and I was at that job for a few months and then was able somehow to get back the animal job. Was super happy about it. And then that fell apart again within a matter of weeks. I was then out of work for a few months, unfortunately. But I am now back at the Autism Center. I've been back there for a few months now, and that is the best place for me. It's where I can have the most impact on the world, where I can help people the most. The hours are good. The money is good. But more importantly, like I said, I'm actually making an impact on my community and people. That's important to me. Other than that, everything that happened this year, for the most part, was depressing or not things that I really want to dwell on again. We did, get 2 new family members, aka our dogs, our Malinois mix, Adelaide, and our husky puppy Narcissa. I love them both very, very much. They're quite different than how Mirren was, but that's okay. They've grown on me and continue to grow on me. And I hope that, they have long, happy lives just like Mirren did. I don't really know where I'm going to go from here. I know that I am going to commit to making at least 1 or 2 videos. I think they would probably, if I do 2 videos, they would come out on like Tuesday, Thursday. If I'm only making 1 video, it would either come out on like a Tuesday or a Thursday. I think those are kind of going to be the days that I give myself to do these things. I'm hoping to be able to record multiples at one time, simply because I feel like if I'm sitting down, the longer I'm here, the more comfortable I get with how this whole thing works, the more comfortable I get again with, addressing the camera, addressing you. And I think it'll just be easier for me, at least initially, to maybe knock out 2 or 3 videos at a time, just because I think that will lead to better quality, because as I said, I get more comfortable the longer I sit here. And I want this to be sustainable this time around. I want this to be something that I can look back on a year from now and be proud of, and know that I stuck with it regardless of circumstance. And I really do want that for myself. I need that for my own self-worth. And I just hope that this coming year is better overall for everyone and myself, my family. I finally am feeling in a moderately good place mental health wise. I think the medications that I'm currently on, their levels are good, and I'm happy with where that's at. I think my baseline has increased a little bit. I think that while I still have sad days, I feel like in general my days are better than they've been in quite some time. And that's important. That's going to help me continue to try and be creative and put things out there. I don't know what my next video is going to be. As I said, I don't really know where I'm going to go from here, but I'm going to go regardless. And I really do hope you guys will come along with me. A lot of you did before, and I hope you can find it in your hearts to do so again. It's pretty much all I have for tonight. Again, like it's going to be an adjustment to get back into doing these videos and how I present myself and how I create and light and everything. But I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for what might happen. And as I've said multiple times, I said it yesterday, if you have any ideas, you have questions, you have suggestions, by all means, let me know, and I will try and incorporate them, because I want this, as much as this is for me, I've always wanted to be a collaborative effort, because I think that collaboration can lead to things of immense beauty, much more so than anything I myself can do alone. In any case, I guess that's it for tonight, guys, and I'm excited to see where this goes next. But until the next time we meet, just remember, throughout your life, advance daily, becoming more skillful than yesterday, more skillful than today. This is never ending. I'll talk to you guys soon.